Hi there, I'm Wendy Blum. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I share videos on entrepreneurship, mindset, and personal growth. That's Buddy back there who's joining us. And today's video is part of a series. It's a recap of a conference that I just went to called the 10X Growth Conference in Miami, put on by Grant Cardone. He rented out the Marlins Stadium and had 30,000 people there. That's actually his third event, only his third event, and he had the who's who and the best of entrepreneurship and mindset that were there, that were the speakers. And so today's video is on my absolute favorite speakers, so you definitely want to stay tuned. It's Dr. John Maxwell and his tips and strategy on leadership. Now, first I want to start by saying what makes John Maxwell so great. He's the author of 58 books. He's been teaching leadership for a very long time, so he knows a lot about leadership. He's a great communicator. And he actually started off the talk really getting us connected to him. He starts out by saying, "I am John Maxwell, and I am your friend." That's how he started the talk. So already you think he's a super cool guy and really gets you connected. But the very first thing he said is that it's all uphill. Anything that you want is uphill. Better relationships, more money, success in your business, great health, that no one ever landed at the top of the mountain and said, "I don't know how I got here. I sort of just got here." And so he started out getting us all to think that is so completely true. So no one's ever gotten to the top of the mountain accidentally, which led into his point about living an intentional life, being intentional about what you do, the habits that you create, your daily routines, and growth. Of course, we're at the growth conference, so there was an emphasis on growing and getting better each and every day. And then he made these 4 points. Point number 1, if you're ahead of the class, you're in the wrong class. You want to be with people that are smarter than you, that help you be better. Isn't that a great tip? If you're the head of your class, you're in the wrong class. And you can look at your friends and who you surround yourself with and ask yourself that same question. So surround yourself with really ridiculously smart people, really smart people. And then continuously challenge yourself. That part about getting out of your comfort zone, completely challenge yourself. Then number 3, it's not about what you're leaving. Don't focus on what you're leaving. Focus on where you're going. Have something that you're really excited about. That way, if a door is closing, you're not focused on that closed door. You keep focusing on it. Focus on where you're heading. And then number 4 is change up your question. Instead of asking, how long will it take? How long will it take? How long will it take me to get there to success? How long will it take me to make more money? But to change your question, how far can I go? If I can make $50,000, can I go to $100,000? Can I go to $200,000? How far can I go? So that was his 4 tips that he shared. So he shared the rule of 5, and he shared this great story that if he had to cut down a tree, he would take an axe and then he would go hit that tree, same spot, 5 times. Boom, 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 boom. And then he'd get up the next day and he would go out again. And he would take that axe and then he would make those 5 cuts again. Boom, 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 boom. And he would do it day in and day out, over and over and over and over again, until he finally cut down that tree. And that tree would fall if he consistently did that over and over again. So that rule of 5, he uses that and applies that to whatever it is that he wants to master or accomplish. So number one for the rule of 5 is to know what you want. You have to know that you want to cut down the trees. So you have to know what you want. Better health, make more money, launch a business, find a soulmate. You have to know what you want first. Number 2 is you have to have the right tool. He had the axe. If you had a baseball bat, it would not have worked. So you have to have the right tool, i.e. the right plan, the right strategy. You have to have the right tool. Number 3 is you have to stay focused. He stayed focused in that example on the tree. If he went out one day and then did the cuts on one tree and then another tree and then another tree, then he would just have a lot of really hurt trees, you know? He would never actually accomplish his goal. And so often we're like the red shiny ball over here and the red shiny ball over there. So number 3 is to really focus. Number 4 is consistency. Every day. When did he go out to cut the tree? Every day, every day, every day. Went out and cut the tree just a little bit every day. So being consistent. And number 5 is to stay with it until you're done. To stay with it until it's done. Cutting down the tree, he kept doing it, used the example of doing it over and over again until finally he cut down the tree. Then he used that example to share how he's written 58 books. So he's done the same thing over and over again. And he has his rule of 5. His rule of 5 for writing for himself is number 1, to read every day. Number 2, to think every day. Number 3 is to file. I guess he would file things away every day. Number 4 is to ask questions. Ask himself questions. And then number 5 is to write every day. And that's his rule of 5 that he applies to what he wants to get done, i.e. for John Maxwell, that's his writing, and that we can use this rule of 5 for anything that we actually want to do. So as you can tell, I love John Maxwell. I was super excited to hear him at the 10X Growth Conference. I'm going to leave a link to his website below in the description center, and I invite you to share your takeaway from this video in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed, then I invite you to subscribe below and hit the little notification bell so you'll get notifications when I upload my new videos each and every week. And you are so awesome.